Aloha. How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Manga Smacks Hawaii. It's a channel. And this is a series, Newspaper! That's right. This is where we go over the newspaper. Make sure you don't mess with our heads. Our collective heads. No. So we don't ignore the facts, and we don't get overcome by the possible negativity of the acts, because the salt is greater than the sum of the parts. Something like that. Anyways, yeah, it's like, I'm trying to be open-minded. Yes. And willing. And get around to that. And honesty. Yes. Honesty. Can't be honest all the time, but honesty, you strive. We try it. But we're gonna maybe get this brutal honesty. But if you ignore, that elephant in the room, and you just, it's there, and it shouldn't be there, but it's there, and you can't get rid of it. It's the elephant in the room. No, not the White House. The elephant in the room, the one where you ignore the truth, but it's there. It's all uncomfortable. Well, ignoring it is a practice of dishonesty. It's a deception. So, that's why I hope the witch is dead. Gonna throw her in a volcano and burn her up. No, sorry to drag you in on that, but I just but I'm just gonna not put my energy into it, as they say. Don't put your energy into it. Well, I'll tell you what we can put our energy into. Do you ever this thing going up there, in space? It's like everyone's floating around and they just like, wait a minute. Plucking it out of space. I know, I can kind of relate a little bit. I used to scuba dive a long time ago. A little bit, I got pretty heavy into it. About freshman year in high school, I was like all into the scuba diving. And you're underwater going before Star Wars. And you're floating, water all around. It's kind of like weightless, I get that kind of a little bit, not exactly, but a little bit. But imagine weightless and you're not in water. You could breathe. So I was just tripping out on that. And what's with that? Is that the Russian blonde girl? The Russian blonde girl. What's with her? Freaking, she got the new Space Dew, eh? Space Dew. Space Dew. Space Dew. What do you think of the new Space Dew? Hooray!
Trooper reporting for duty.
Yeah, whatever. Sure you will. And it's like an octopus. Did you see that thing? It's like, whoa. Anyways, I'm gonna include the footage of them docking and
standing around doing nothing.
see, because I don't want to get caught standing around doing nothing.
There's one set for stun.
Wow, you can really see the detail.
Oh, I see you're being nice today. I need to whip into a set to stun. Knock some sense into you.
I need a weapon. Lord Vader won't accept defeat.
And that's why you can see it so
I don't
close
think
up in the
so.
bastion.
Lord Vader is still waiting for the court system to tell him he's a Looney Tune. So, where are we? Oh yeah, the docking. Oh my gosh. The whole space thing, there's like...
Here they come again.
Yeah, I know. There's Sergei number 1, Sergei number 2, the older and the younger, the octopus chick. Then there's like our guys. It's like We got the the politically correct when it comes to racial and gender. One of each. I'm just saying, hey, it's like those movies when they try to cast the movies to be politically correct, and you're like,
Trooper standing by.
whatever. We celebrate diversity and force it, and it doesn't. Okay, as long as you're up there having fun for 6 months, change your diapers. Do you have space diapers? Do you have space diapers? Oh God.
Reporting for duty, Commander.
It's gratuitous.
I need a weapon. I need a weapon. I need a weapon. I need a weapon.
Hey, how
Orders received.
many weapons do you need? Okay, alright. Just knocked in the head and needs weapons. Alright, so let's get down to the real stuff. Today, news item number 1, before we get into the headline or even, is that Bucky has an announcement to make.
Remain at your post, Trooper.
Remain at your post. Wear mask. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. We have a change of battery. Could it be possibly true? Yes. Okay, we're gonna cut here and change the battery. Boy, that's some crazy stuff. Boy, it's gonna be another one of them Etnan days. It's all good. It really is. I like editing. You better focus. Draw that. Alright, well, once again, it's kind of like, how's it? Aloha. Take 2. Newspaper. Alright, today's newspaper is this. I'm going to do the special ISS intro. First we put the Sudoku to the side. And today's headline is this. What is it? I don't know. I can't read it. Can you read it? Is it in focus? I don't have my glasses on. Hunker down and get tested, Caldwell says. So, basically, the governor says masks for everybody. If you go outside and you're within 6 feet of somebody, you better have a mask on. If you get out of your car and someone's right nearby, you better have your mask on. You go outside, you put your mask on. That's now law. Because people, they're like all confused. We have to put it into law because people won't obey it. Yeah, man. You ever deal with teaching in a classroom environment? The average age kids, It's called classroom management. If you don't have the rules firmly in place in the beginning, there's going to be like one joker going to go, what happens if I break it? What happens? And then they gather, and then the class clown, and it's just like momentum. And then everyone's breaking the rules, going, what you going to do about it? What you going to do? And it's like chaos. You don't want it to get to that point. And the public is no different because they're people. There's always going to be the guys, well, obviously. And now we have surges and blooms of this stuff everywhere. But I am not here to lecture yet. They're sitting there, well, we shouldn't make it a traffic ticket because we have to go into legislature, and then the legislature, we don't know how to classify. It's like, here's how you classified it. Health emergency, it's a law. And they're finally getting around to it, It's like, bam, okay, it's a freaking law. You gotta have a mask. So it's like tier 1 lockdown when it comes to the mask wearing. So don't get me fooled. It's 70. They say 70%. Now these are pretty cool. These masks, you can draw on them and stuff like that. The surgical type, right, Bucky? Just keep them over your nose. You can draw pictures on them with your Sharpie. Keep it over your nose. But the thing about this mask is about 70% okay, because it gets inside here, goes up here, up your nose. To mask or not to mask? That is the question. Mask. So you get the other ones that are a little bit better. And damn, you got a good defense right there. There's no sneezing at that. The cases are 76. There's tier 1, which is the bottom level, most restrictions. They're hoping for tier 3 by Thanksgiving. The numbers don't say so. Wax on, wax off. Governor says no. And finally, step up, man. Cojones, eh?
Keep saying hi to me.
Oh, Jesus. And so it is. And so it is. I might kind of sat on the crucifix here a little bit. not exactly, but not quite like that. But yeah, I'm wrapping up my Catholicism because the one upstairs is definitely something from the evil side. Call it the dark force or whatever. But no. But that just and she does freaking, there's forces, and she's trying to use those forces. We get into that in Spook 101, another series. Okay. Hunker down, get tested. It's gonna be, it could be tier 1 by Thanksgiving. They should, they just have it tier 1. Just get together, they want to keep it so people can gather. 8 more former students filed sex abuse suit. What? 8 adults filed Monday against Kamehameha schools. Oh, psychiatrists sexually abuse them as students for the police. Okay. You know, I kind of almost don't get it, you know. You call it when it happens, you know. It's like, I was abused a long time ago in high school. Oh, dude, I think you missed the boat. Bulldozer. What about that? Those got stock. Bulldozer fell over in one ditch back in the day, 81. God, what is the world coming to? It's the T-Rex of truth. There's paranormal shit going on. High crime rates. Trump considered striking Iran. Trump considers strike on Iran's nuclear program. Those words should not be in the same sentence. Powerful hurricane Iota lashes Nicaragua's coast. So the little Iota is a bigger deal than I was looking at this Peru guy. It's President Peru. Span of a week. He said it's going to pre-report first. Okay, all right. Pilot in Hawaii Mark, end of World War II, dies from coronavirus. Oh shit! He's like the guy. He's like, I'm the hero from the World War II. Yeah, he couldn't make it. The plague got him. It's gonna have a lot of those empty seats. Hey, coming up, man. And this one, yeah, man. Here, prioritizing mental health, right? Try to stay positive. Hang loose. Keep those two things in mind. Eat the right foods. Get some good sleep. Exercise if you can. You walk around with your mask on. People jog without their mask and then jog with their mask, and you just gotta go, like, just do something. You know? And here we have letters to the editor, and more people may die because of the transition delay. Biden says, look, I'll tell you what, more people will die no matter what, but it should be a greater number, because they're putzing around. They're just, but the thing is something good. Some surfer van, you go off surfing, you don't need a mask, eh? Just watch out for the sharks. The little people, the fish are all out, the sharks are all out. And they're like, there's a leg there. In the school of fish, there's a little foot. That's how shark attack. And then people get blood loss, and then they drown. Most shark attacks happen that way. DJs removed from Fuga, or the most, the one deadly kind. Slaughtered surfer, talent, slaughtered. I jump ahead of myself. Oh my god. A pun. Talented surfer shares his laughter worldwide. Oh my gosh, he was younger than me. How does this guy like this die? He's moving. Fiji. Okay. What? How come he won't die?
Voice communication.
No cause of death has been announced. Oh, his home in what? He died in his home in the Sydney suburb of Southern. So he's in Sydney. They call it like Sydney when you're in the over down under. Yeah, go ahead. Down under Sydney serious here, but anyway, he's like being a dork. The sex abuse case, Hawaii Supreme Court. Now they got one. They don't want to elect this guy because questions over how he handled sex abuse case. Todd Edens. No, dude. You know why they don't want to elect you? Because you're Howley. You're a redheaded Howley. You're at the Supreme Court because of that. I'm calling it out because everyone's all angst. That's kind of what the stuff is. Big Q. Look at the big Q real quick. Should indoor organized sports such as youth team sports be allowed to resume on Oahu? 29% definitely. The sooner the better. 26% mixed. 45% no. Tier 4 seems right given risks. No? Tier 4 seems right given risks. That's a mixed answer. Should sports be allowed? Definitely 29%. No 45%. I don't know what this tier 4 thing. Tier 4 is like the least restrictive. Experts warn COVID vaccine side effects. Here we go. Closer to the vaccine. You're gonna hear about them machines. We won't deal with that right now. We already had technical difficulties. We're gonna be dealing with it. Time constraint, aren't we? Why? Mococo. Pele. Tell us, Pele. Tell us why? Back into your hole, Pele. Pele's hole. All right, here's the letters to the editor. What's a scratch? Legal system, Trump election campaign. Oh my God, definitely. It's Monty Python reference. Holy Grail, Monty Python, and search for Holy Grail. It's but a flesh wound. He's hopping on one leg. Come on, I'll bite your knees off. They reference Monty Python. Happy day, oh happy day. Monty Python. Man, I grew up on Monty Python high school days, man. You know, Monty Python in the USA, it probably wouldn't have happened except for one television station in Texas. So Texas, you got 1 point against a massive mountain of negative karma. Started Monty Python in the U.S. True. Facts to enjoy. Bangliardi. There's his letters. His opinions. Everyone's got one. Opinions are like... You know what I'm talking about. Letters. Blangiardi, Biden offer more of the same. Rick Bangliardi, blah, 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 blah. You know, Dracula never, Bela Lugosi, he never said blah, blah, blah. But, too late now. Blah, Rick Bangliardi. Selected Michael Formby, these names, as managing director. That is the wrong choice, and he was part of the problem with the trail. As for Joe Biden, he may select people like John Kerry and Susan Rice for his staff. Wrong again. They worked from the same team while he was vice president. Both vowed change, but we will get nothing but status quo. That's the kind of stuff that clogs your toilet. Gotta get the plunger. If you folks voted for these two candidates, they both got you fooled. Michael Young, Lililani, thank you, because that was fun to read. I don't give a rat's ass about your opinion. nor mine. What are you doing with that? You don't have to wear that indoors. Yeah, dang, Bucky. So I was trying to people please. State needs better plan to help the unemployed. Next. Give gift cards to those who are following safety rules. Pavlov. Thank you, skinny and behavior theorists. And if they don't, electric shock. That's what. Yes, they all wear these special little masks. You weren't 6 feet apart. That's what I want, man. I'm gonna freaking stick with a little freaking taser, you know. Get away from me. People from these other countries, you know, they I don't mean somebody like Mr. Anti-immigrant or something like that, or racist, or God forbid some other PC freaking foible, but they're from another country that's really accultured to cramped tightness, like sardines in the subway. Hey. And then they come over here and it's like, hey, get the distance, brah. Distance. This is what I'm saying. Distance. Vaccines are almost here. Is Hawaii ready? No, of course not. Hawaii's never ready. They're always 6 months behind in the whole world, everywhere. In everything. Music, too. Music. Cool stuff in music. 6 months later, hey, here's a cool song. In late summer, the federal government advised states to be prepared for mass vaccine distribution by November 1st. Pfizer and Moderna are both very close to receiving federal emergency use authorization for their mRNA-based COVID-19 vaccines. Widespread availability as of many as 50 million doses is expected by year end, thanks to the government's Operation Warp Speed, followed by Operation Beam Me Up, Scotty, which will take people off the planet into the International Space Station. They will all cram in with the other 7 people up there. And you will have problems, so bring your own adult diapers. Sorry, I went off track. Operation Warp Speed. Moderna received $2.5 billion for its work to date, while Pfizer has a federal commitment to purchase at least $1.95 billion of its vaccine. Cha-ching. The Pfizer vaccine must be held at minus 70 to 80 degrees Celsius during transportation and storage. The Moderna vaccine around minus 20 degrees. In contrast, conventional virus-based vaccines only require refrigeration of 2 to 7 degrees Celsius. Have CARES Act funds been used to acquire the necessary cold storage equipment? Barney Wilson, LAIE. Well, Barney, I don't know. They're not going to tell you what their budget is, because half of it goes in their own pockets because they're all corrupt. That's the truth. Just count on that. If you don't factor in corruption, the state of Hawaii is crazy. If you factor in corruption, it's like, oh, I get it. But Barney, tell you what, I'm not speaking to you directly because I'm speaking to your article and its content here they're through wearing for to be unpolitically correct about being politically correct. Hey, yeah. Coffee. It's starting to kick in. Anyway, they already know the Moderna one is less cold storage problem, so that's the one they're going to put in Hawaii's butthole. So there you go. There's your answer. And the time is... Holy crap. Holy crap, Batman. Do we have time for another one? I don't know. Probably not, but what the hell? Boycott Fox News for undermining democracy. Hey, that looks good. This sounds like a doozy. Don't you think? I think so. You think so? Yeah. Do you think you suffer from dissociative personality disorder? What? I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. Does he think so? Probably not. What about me? Shut up. I don't know. What are you? Associative personality disorder. I'm normal. Maybe you are healed. Oh no. My crucifix is gone. That's why it's starting to begin. It's the volcanoes are. Oh no! Oh no! Stop it! Had to make up for this total editing snafu. Anyways, here we go. What was it? Oh, here we go. My dad didn't like the Three Stooges, but I thought it's all cool. It's all good, man. Except when you poked in the eye. Boycott Fox News for undermining democracy. As a former Republican, I have never in 50 years of voting been more fearful for the survival of our country and our American democracy. Not only should the Republicans in the House and Senate be speaking out against the dishonest attacks by President Donald Trump and Fox News on the integrity of our election process, but all Americans, Republicans and Democrats, should raise our voices in outrage. We can all boycott Fox News nationally and locally. You can't ban it nationally if you don't ban it locally too. And all national and local advertisers that enable its bullying tactics. I hate bullies. Bullies should be bullied. Courageous staff in the Fox News organization and our local Fox channel, KHON, can show their integrity for honest newscasting against these dangerous and fallacious attacks by going on strike or resigning. Trump has the right to never concede, but he this copy bait brought to you by frogs in the throat. But he and all these so-called news organizations have no right to actively promote actions bordering on treason against American voters and our 244-year-old democracy. Sam Gilly, haha, Hioni, haha to you, haha to you. Well, you know what? I don't know. Democracy's been around since, I don't know, it was like Pericles, what was it, the guy in the Athens in Greece during this golden age. It's either when they weren't at war, they were out there going, hey man, we had this like cool idea, you know what we could do this, democracy and stuff like that. So, I don't know, it's like, we're like 3,000 to 4,000, maybe even 5,000 years old, democracy. History. Anyways, that's it. I hope this wasn't too long. It's too much. Why? Oh, why?
For action.
Concede.
I need a weapon.
Concede.
I need a weapon.
Concede.
I need a weapon.
Concede. You've lost.
Lord Vader won't accept defeat.
Well, there's more one ways to boil an egg. Anyways, hang loose. Aloha.